What's going on, everybody? David Brailey back with you. I'm a singer with more than 2 decades of experience performing on stages all over the world. Now we're back to your favorite talent reality contest, little AGT 2023. Another friend of mine said, you got to check this one out. This was an old thing that there was a bit of a conflict. Got to check it out. I want to see your reaction. I've been fooled by these before. It was a skit, and I thought it was some guy being weird. I thought the show and the hosts were putting it on, so I wasn't quite sure up until the very end, so I don't know what's in store for this one. But here we go.
What got you into singing?
My mom, when I was 18 years old, entered me in a karaoke contest, and I keep doing it. It makes me happy.
And what will you be singing for us today?
Everything I Do by Bryan Adams.
All right.
Why that song, Hunter?
Growing up, my mom was a big fan, and I'm going to try and make it my own.
Okay. It's a good song.
Well, good luck, Hunter.
Thank you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life, I would give it all.
Okay, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Hunter, I think what you were doing was very generic. Forget about the karaoke competitions. I've heard that a million times. I think.
What did he just do? Did he just stop him? That just happened. He just stopped him and then told him what he was doing was generic and expects him to keep going? Tell me more about your managerial skills there, Simon. Oh my God. I mean...
You have a good voice, so what's missing here? What's the missing part? Which artist do you look up to at the moment?
Since I didn't know this was a masterclass, and I certainly wasn't expecting one from him because his previous track record on his advice is really nothing but basic playground teasing.
I kind of honestly want to be like Taylor Swift.
But she writes her own material.
I do write.
Really?
Yes.
Have you got your own song with you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear that, because this is a bit like you said, a karaoke competition.
First off, I'm really not certain, but besides being put in front of a whole bunch of producers to the producer of the executive assistant producer 15 times before you step on that stage, I mean, they're not giving you anything to benefit from more than a karaoke contest that's on television. So I'm not really sure why there's a weird feeling of, oh, I feel like we're at a karaoke contest. Well, you are. You're in a karaoke contest when people are up there singing to tracks. It is what it is. Get over it.
This is called Left Behind. Come on, take a ride with me. We'll put some gasoline in this truck. I'll fire it up. You let the windows down like there ain't nobody in this town but us. That's good enough for me, but that's only in my dreams. I watch the moon roll, the sun out of the sky, to dream about us for just one more last night. And for the rest of my life, honey, I wouldn't mind having you by my side. Oh, the miles that I would drive to be right in front of what I left behind. Oh, the miles that I would drive to be right in front of what I left behind.
That was much better.
Hunter, this is like two different auditions for me.
Yeah, I think
The
you might
first
have
one
just
was,
saved your booty with
you
that
know,
second song.
you've won a karaoke competition and you sang a karaoke song, and
And now you're on a karaoke competition on national television.
now you're singing a song. It's a great melody. I like the lyric. So what's
Sing something from it.
been inspiring you over the years to be here where you are today?
Well, when I sing, that was probably 120 seconds that I made every person in this room forget about every negative thing going on in their life.
Yeah. My man, he has the right idea. I love that. I love that. Because every time I walk into a theater I'm going to perform in, I get up there with the band and I look out to the audience and we're doing sound check, rehearsal, running through songs. And it's just all I could think of is, you know, in a few hours, few hundred, few thousand people, I'm going to walk into this room. They're not going to know me from Adam. And for 45 to 90 minutes, I'm going to put a smile on the face. I'm going to make them forget forget the bad thing that happened yesterday, you know, just for a moment. Even if just for a moment, to take you away from that. It is. That's why you're here. And I love that. That was a phenomenal response.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Hunter. I'm sitting here thinking, I don't believe a word of that.
Because you're an insensitive D-bag.
In your real story, as most people are. There's something about it. I think you're a good songwriter. What has been the moment that's been the low?
Okay, so this is getting annoying. Ultimately, what's happening here is that he knows something about Hunter. Whether Hunter knows he knows, I have no idea. But he's trying to pull something from Hunter. But he's not pulling anything. He knows it already. He's just trying to get the answer. He's not being a judge. He's not being he's not being a mentor. He's not being a teacher. He's kind of being manipulative in what he wants from this person. Now, I haven't seen him do this to very many people at all. So the fact that he's doing it to this guy who came out with really kind of a bad version, it wasn't a good version. It was too slow, his first song, and the guitar, it was bad. He wasn't playing well. And the second song clearly did fantastic. But all of this just seems so anecdotal and superfluous to me that Simon's not making any sense, and he's not helping anybody besides just kind of dangling this guy on a string like, ooh, here's this puppet I could play with. I imagine he does that to people a lot, being in his position.
And the high point, getting to where you've been today?
The low is I've been out on my own since I was 18, and I've had times over the years where I haven't had enough money to eat.
Right, so I'm not going to go ahead and exploit his story any further. Clearly heartbreaking, but as I said, I knew Simon knew something and was trying to bring it out. And now this is why it upsets me. If he wanted to tell that story, he would have done so. For someone to pull it out of him in front of a live audience and in front of on television in the way that he did, I think that's, like I said, manipulative, not cool, great for the show's ratings, horrible for just the ethical line of who you are as a person. Maybe that guy doesn't want to be known as a kid that's been on his own since he was 18 years old. Maybe he wants to be known as a guy that came through it, that succeeded despite it, and doesn't want that as a part of his story. Well, congratulations, you just forced it to become part of his story. Shame on you, Simon. Not cool. That's it from me. I don't need to see any more. Great song.